Yeah, I've been watching that Tony Bellew and Tommy Robinson. Yeah, I can understand where Tommy Robinson's coming from about the Muslim thing and the Islamic thing. Yeah, he's right against it, Tommy Robinson. So he should be. He's found out so much about it. You know what I mean? But Tony really, he's involved in a big boxing events. Yeah, in Saudi Arabia. So Islamic Muslims, they more likely are, yeah. So when you're getting 100 million a fight or 200 million a fight, are you going to cut your nose to spite your face? Are you going to go, no, I'm not going to fight for you because you agree you are into this and into that? You've got to also remember that Tommy Robinson's had a go at that Tony Bellew about that, yeah. But you got to also remember that the king of Saudi Arabia, he does not get involved with anything like that. He blocks them people even coming to his country. He won't have them people in his country, you know. So he's against all that. He's for the opposite, yeah. So he's more likely behind Tommy Robinson more so than what he thinks he is, yeah. Tommy Robinson is right in what he says because he's right in what he agreed with. He done the video, he done everything, that he said he was going to do, and it was all correct. Everything that he's ever done. But he should not, have run the guy down. The guy, didn't really deserve that. You've got to give Tony a bit of respect. He's not an idiot. I know we might speak a little bit out of turn because of what the money he's getting, but everybody out there, including Tommy Robinson, is getting a lot of money for Tommy Robinson's getting a lot of money for what he does. He does what he does and gets a lot of money for it, right? So Tony Bellew gets a lot of money for what he does, being a professional fighter in Saudi Arabia, going over there and getting good money. Every one of them fighters are the exact same. You shouldn't be calling Tony a dickhead, for one, yeah? Or a mug, You don't say you're a mug, you're a dickhead, Tony, and things like that, yeah? And all of a sudden you're a vanker. Why? I can't say the other word, but say vanker. All of a sudden you're a vanker. Why do that? Was that necessary? You belittled yourself. You made yourself even smaller, Tom Robinson, than what you are. Come on, mate. You don't need to do that. You can be a bit more respectful for a geezer that was heavyweight champion of the world at one time. You can't tell him he's an effing idiot and he's a big prick. You can't be saying that, because that is the trouble with the media. That is the trouble with the media. That anybody on the media can run someone down 24/7, right? And call them all sorts of names, and it all goes across. It doesn't. No one matters. They laugh about it. But would them people do it face to face? No, they wouldn't. That's the difference. Do you think Tommy Robinson, face to face, would tell Tony Bellew he's a mug, he's a effort, he's this, he's that, he's that? No, he wouldn't. No, he wouldn't. If you give him respect face to face, you've got to give him respect on the media. That's what I believe, yeah? It's wrong to do what he done. Even though Tommy Robinson's right, he's right in whatever Tommy Robinson says or done, he's right in lots of ways, right? He's right. The video, everything he's done is so right, but he's wrong having a go at someone like that about him going to Saudi Arabia for the money. Yes, he does. He's a fighter, he's a boxer. And again, I'll say this, that the king of Saudi Arabia doesn't get involved with any politics like that. He pushes all that aside. He doesn't let no one in Saudi Arabia like that. He doesn't allow people in Saudi Arabia like that. They don't come. He would chop their hands off, their head off. That's the way they are, yeah? So I think Tommy Robinson really should apologise to Tony for saying what he said. Personally, myself, even though Tommy Robinson's right, but without the language, and so is Tony Bellew right because of where he is, go to Saudi Arabia, and you've got to remember the king does not get involved with any politics like that. He doesn't allow them in his country. Bang, 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 nice one.